Hey guys, it's Tori Maccabee, and we're back for the Leaders League Prime Hangout. This has been the first time we've actually done this in a while, so I'm glad to be back. I got Emma Charles with me right now. I got Paul D'Souza actually in the background, and he's about to hop on the link, so you know Paul is actually in your Facebook chat. But we're about to knock this out the park tonight, guys, because I got some special stuff I want to share with you. Lots going on in my world. If you guys have watched my Facebook wall, you already know. But I really want to talk about FutureNet because massive things are happening at FutureNet. If you haven't noticed already, version 2.0 has actually launched. So before I actually bring him out, I'm actually going to do a screen share, and I want to walk over and I want to show you guys some really cool stuff that's actually happening with FutureNet. Okay, you can actually see a little bit of updates in the back office. You're actually seeing a lot more advertising, okay, right here on the side. You're going to keep seeing this, guys, because they're bringing in more and more advertisers. As they bring these advertisers in fact, you'll laugh. I'll show you this. Which mic is that? Okay, so in any case, this right here, this BMO Harris, I actually banked there. So I was really surprised to see that because that's a U.S. bank. Guys, you know, they're doing a wonderful job of the advertising. We got a lot of great stuff happening in the back office back here. Obviously, I'm building up my friends list. I don't know if you guys have ever seen, you know, how many friends you guys have on your system, if you've ever looked. But you know, my friends actually are just constantly growing. In fact, let's take a peek and see where I'm at right now. Oh wow, guys, look at this. Remember the last time we did a hangout, we had 13,300 and some odd people. We're up to 15,581 people. That tells you the rotator's still working. We're still packing people into the program. Now, we're not doing a good job, guys, of doing a couple things. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. We're not doing a good job of the touches. I preach about this all the time. We have to make contact with these people. You got an email address right here. Okay, when you have somebody sign up, if they got a phone number, call it. If they got an email, look it up on Facebook. Find this person, make that touch. Get in touch with these people, guys, because that's what's going to change to get people into the matrix. A simple conversation is going to actually help you get these people on board. Okay? A lot of people that have signed up for things in the past, they just don't believe it's real. That's the factor that's stopping us from getting the ultimate success for our team. And that simple phone call, that simple touch, whether it be a message on Facebook, a phone call, an email, it lets people know that you're a real person. And when they can actually see you or talk to you, they get to know a little bit about who you are and what you're about. And guess what? They start to upgrade. They start to actually spend time getting to know who you are. The belief factor rises, the trust factor rises, and they join you in these things, guys. So look, these things are growing. Even my front line, you know, has grown. It's actually was 500 and some. It's up to 719 now. And guess what, guys? The grandbaby of them all, granddaddy of them all for me is this right here, Future Ad Pro. Now, if you guys haven't watched this, okay, I'm telling you now, you need to watch this. You notice my advertising budget's all the way up to $2,623. I keep letting it grow because I got something up my sleeve that I'm going to launch soon, and I'm going to use that entire budget on this program once I launch it. But here's the thing for you guys that's important. You can see I'm at 1,000 ad packs already. That ought to tell you I'm making pretty darn good money, and in fact I am. I literally make anywhere between $700 to $1,400 a day, just depending on what's happening in the day when people upgrade and buy more ad packs and things like that, you know, because of the unilevel, and I'm going to show that with you in a minute. But the one thing that I've noticed about this over any other program that's similar to it is, number one, that 1,000 ad packs, it's been there since it hit there. It hasn't dropped. I haven't had any expired ad packs. The reason I like that is I'm not spending my profits basically buying more ad packs all the time. You know what that means? That means that's 100% cash out money. That's money in your pocket, guys. And if you guys aren't taking cash out, you know, you need to keep building actually to hit that 1,000. Once you get to the 1,000, then cash out. Then start taking money out, because then you can take out chunks of money. And when I say chunks, guys, look, let me just show you what it looks like. This is my payout, so you guys know. I do it actually right to my Bitcoin wallet. You can see 506, 741. Keep in mind, that's way back in June 29th, guys, when I hit 1,000 packs. That's when I start cashing out, and it just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. You know, I've had some wonderful days in here. You know, it's a wonderful program to be in, guys. Now, keep in mind when you do this, there's a couple things you need to know. And I didn't know this, so I'm going to correct myself tonight on tonight's Hangout. You see this little deal, 5% for FutureNet. Every time you make money here, 5% of your income actually goes into that FutureNet matrices, and it's paid out in commissions. So if you don't have a spot in the matrix, you're not earning those commissions. That's where my profits are coming from, guys. When I come over here and I click on business, and I actually go to the Friends Tree back office, okay? Whoa, what the heck just happened here? Oh, I got an ad pop up. That's what it was. Wow, guys, see, they're getting crafty with their advertisements. Now, here you're going to see right here. You see I got another $610 that's coming. I got 210 available right now. And the best part about this, guys, look at this deal. You want to talk about cash out, okay? Look at that, $13,455, 1861, 814, 1513, 5964, okay? 992, 785, 387, 537, 517. Guys, there's mad money to be made here. And the reason it happens is because of this little system right here, where they're continually taking 5% of our check, feeding back through the matrices. The higher the position that you own in the matrix, the more money you make. Now listen to what I just said again. The higher position you own in the matrix, the more money you make. So it obviously pays you to become a royal. So you want to make sure that you're working your butt off, you're getting there, and you're actually, you know, progressing through the system. And most importantly, guys, you want to make sure on your dashboard you see 1,000 ad packs. If you can make that happen and you're constantly clicking those 10 ads, you're going to see some wonderful things happen in your life, guys, and that's what this is all about to me. So let me come on back. Emma, come on out real quick, and let's talk about what's going on in your world and what you see happening with FutureNet right now in your world.
Hiya. So, yeah, it's been just for me, I'm at the other end of the scale. I know I've said it a few times before. I'm actually still building at the moment. So I am royal. I'm building a team. I'm with Future Ad Pro. I am at, I believe, 17 or 18 ad packs at the moment. So I am slowly but surely growing. It's grown quite a bit over the last few weeks. I think the last time we spoke, I was only on 5 or 6 ad packs. So that started really to accelerate for me now, and I'm starting to notice a big difference. I know I've spoken to a few people this week about really making sure that we're using FutureNet and Future Ad Pro properly, and making sure that we're really using it to promote other opportunities that we're working with, making sure that we're talking to our guys and getting them involved in both sides of the system. And that's the thing that I'm finding at the moment, that I'm trying to spend lots of time talking to my guys and sort of introducing them to the fact that they're amazing and pretty powerful when they're used correctly. I know that a few people have said that it can be slightly slower than one of the or two of the other rev shares that are around, but as Ari just highlighted there, that does have its own advantages. It means that we're not constantly replacing ad packs. It means that we can really consolidate. It means that we know that they're building a stable platform for the future that's not just going to disappear, and you know that they're really building something that we can all take advantage of in the future and build ourselves some really strong and powerful businesses. So that's really where I'm at the moment. And I've also noticed in the background, and I know we've spoken briefly about it before, but I've only just started to notice how powerful it is. Every time you buy 10 ad packs, guys, or every time you hit 10 ad packs, there is a little voucher in the background that you can send, almost like Google did with their AdSense. You can send them to businesses. Now you can send those out to traditional businesses who maybe have a website, or to other online marketers who aren't involved in the opportunity and want to advertise their businesses. And you can use that really to give them a bit of a taster. So it's really worth working towards getting those 10 ad packs. Every time you get those 10 ad packs, you get a voucher, and that gives you yet another chance to get more customer, more business, and maybe somebody that's never ever seen this kind of opportunity before. And that's how we're all really going to grow. So that's really what I've been working on. I don't know whether there's anything that I've kind of missed there, but they're the things that I've been noticing and seeing recently. So yeah, Ari, that's how it's going really. It's all going well.
That's good, man. It's good to hear. Paul, why don't you do me a favor? I'm going to mute up. You come out and actually talk about what's going on in your world with FutureNet, what you've seen happen and address.
Hey, I'm hoping I'm not getting any feedback. Yeah, things are just rocking and rolling. Like my ad packs just keep on paying out daily, and it's actually freaking awesome because I log into Future Ad Pro. I go and have a look at how many or how much my ad packs have paid out, and normally every time that I go and have a look, it's enough to purchase yet another ad pack. And I mean, I'm one of those guys that I will go and look a couple of times a day, and every time I see that there's enough, I just purchase another ad pack. And I'm really looking forward to the point where I want to be where Ari's at. Like, that's without a doubt. I want 1,000 ad packs, and I want to be able to take out $500, $600 a day. That's my goal, and that's what I'm pushing for. And I'm actually seeing it happen. I'm really seeing it happen. And the beauty is, I didn't start with all that many, but I mean, I certainly didn't start on we all started on a donut, but I didn't keep it. Right? I bought those ad packs, which is what people should be doing. You need to be buying those ad packs and keep reinvesting as much as possible, so that you're able to build up. I mean, I'm seeing well over $180 a day now that's just coming in, and I just go and buy more ad packs and just keep on going to go buy more ad packs. So yeah, I mean, it works, and like I was pretty excited to see all the new advertisers. I spoke to Dom about it last night. We saw all these new advertisers and all these new ads popping up, and that just gave me even more the belief that it's not about displacing the ad, but it's about these advertisers, known brands that are actually investing in advertising on FutureNet. It's not a fly-by-night. It's something that's real. We can see this happening. People, these huge names, they're not going to go and put their ads on something that they don't believe in. So, why don't other people see the same thing? This is the message that I want people to try and get and try and understand, is that when you see those big name ads, all right, that are on there, you must know that those advertisers see value, all right, and you guys can see the same value too. And what I see also happening on the traffic side, because man, like, we just keep on getting new orders and new orders and new orders, and the traffic rotator is constantly going. I mean, for me, it's still a full-time job. So I can see that there's still definite interest, which means that FutureNet is probably still in its infancy. I don't think we've seen the big bang yet. I don't think we've seen the major growth. I believe that's still coming, and I believe that the people that are doing the work now, the people that are digging in the trenches, and the people that are that saw what we saw right in the beginning, they're the ones who are going to be rewarded for their hard work, for having the foresight to actually do what is necessary to make this thing a monster, and it is growing. So yeah, just to sort of go on a little bit more about the traffic side. We are done with the latest week, the new week. I need to do that after this hangout, is prepare the new week. So those guys that are waiting on their traffic, you will be seeing it. The guys that are on the monthlies, you guys are still getting your traffic. And we were in a fantastic meeting last night with another provider who's now going to be coming on board and supplying us with amazingly good traffic. This is a guy that's been around the block. Ari, myself, and Dom were in a meeting with him last night, and yeah, it's just another source of really good traffic that's coming your way. So yeah, Ari, I mean, I'm still excited, man. You know that this is something that we talk about on a daily basis over here.
Hey, go ahead and mute real quick so we don't get any feedback. But guys, I just want you to introduce you to our office mascot. You guys might see my whiteboard in the back moving around because Paul's got him tied to the whiteboard, so he didn't go over and try to chew on my good couches. This little guy's been a hoot to have in the office. We've had a good time. By the way, so you can see, this is Monty. It's Paul's dog. He's made a home here in the Philippines with me as we start to grow this business, and it's been a wonderful thing. So, guys, look, I want to do two things. First off, I want to give a shout out to my brother Big. Okay, actually had some great conversation with Big, and I think he will be back next week. Okay, that's what I'm hoping. Next week or the week after, he will be back. Now, let me give you a little brief update on him. If you don't know already, Ian Michael Big is actually Lloyd Dotson. Okay, LLOYD, capital DOTSON, Lloyd Dotson. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is he reached out to me earlier and he said, hey guys, I created a real Facebook profile with my real name because he's about to come back full time in this industry and this industry alone. Now, he wants every one of you to reach out on Facebook. I already have him on my friends list, so you can look him up on my friends list, I believe. If you can't, you can message me. I'll happily send you a link. Get on his page and friend request him. Tomorrow's his birthday. Make sure you wish him happy birthday, because if you don't, be mad at each and every one of you guys. Now, that's not all. Here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the law of attraction. A lot of you guys are having a tough time recruiting, so I want to talk about how you can become an all-star recruiter by learning the laws of attraction and applying them to internet marketing. Okay? You've seen lately some of my posts actually have started to change. I'm starting to draw people into me more. Okay? This is what you guys are going to learn to master. And we're going to start talking about this a lot more, because a lot of you guys, you know, you get quality solo ads, you get quality clicks and all that stuff, but you're still not making contact with people. And let's face it, the easiest way to make contact with people is where? Facebook, because it's got millions and millions and millions of users. So if you can learn to post properly, and I tell you flat out, I don't care if you copy some of my posts, rewrite them a little bit so they fit you, and put them on your wall as your post, I'm okay with that, guys. Look, that's how you learn, okay? But let's talk about this in the law of attraction. Let's talk about vibrations, okay? Each and every one of us, we have a vibration. Okay, it's just a natural fact. Now, I'm not talking about Alzheimer's. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm talking about our inner psyche. We have a vibration, okay? People come to you because of the level of vibration, okay? If you don't understand that, tonight, this is my one true wish, is that you will walk out of here knowing what this really means and understand it, and you'll be able to apply it in your world, okay? Some of you guys, you go out and you write a post. It's not emotional. It really doesn't give people that spark because your vibration lacks. A lot of that happens because of confidence. You don't have the confidence basically to succeed online. You don't have the confidence because you haven't made the money. And the old saying, when I was in the MLM world, was you got to fake it till you make it. And I'm going to tell you up front, in this world, you have to fake it till you make it also. You've got to. I've seen, man, I can't tell you how many internet marketers I've seen, when a rented Porsche or a rented Lamborghini, all fake. But you know what? They vibrated at a level that brought all these people to them that thought they were a success story, and guess what happened? They made millions of dollars off it. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I don't care about all the fancy crap, because that's just not me. I used to. I mean, it mattered to me years ago in my life, but it doesn't matter to me today at all. It matters to me how many people can I help? Who did I help? Did they make money because of what I did? Because I know if I help enough people make money, I'm going to make money. And so I try to vibrate that to the rest of the world. And that's the message I put out, and that's the message I get back from people. And that's what you have to do to portray in your business. You've got to be a helper. We talk about touches all the time, guys. We talk about how you guys basically got to stay in contact with your people and so on and so forth. But guess what? If you can't vibrate loud enough where they don't hear you or see you, you know what's happening? They're not reaching back. And this is where a lot of you guys are falling through the cracks. You've got to actually post something, man. It's got some emotional and some confidence in it. And it draws people in, okay? And if you can do that, you're going to build a relationship with people, because then the next step is to execute a conversation. And here's another part. I know a lot of you guys have a tough time with this, because I've had people message me, and the conversation starts off, and I guarantee you, and I'm sure you guys have had it happen too, is within the first 2 lines that they've written me, I know they're about to prospect me for something. I know a link is coming. I can sense it because of their vibration. They don't know how to have a conversation. So what I'm telling you guys now is you got to learn to have a conversation with people. You got to learn to get interested in them and make a friend. Now, in order to do that, you got to sometimes imagine you're not on Facebook. You got to imagine that you're sitting next to somebody. I don't know if you guys are, if you're single, I'm going to give you a recommendation. Go on speed dating. Go speed dating. I guarantee you learn how to have a conversation right there, because you have to cram everything in like in a 5-minute box. If you want to get to know people, go to a networking event and take 5 minutes to speak to every single person at a networking event and have a conversation, because that's what you got to do on Facebook. That's exactly how you have to have it. You got to get to know everything about people and everything that's going on in the world. And then you got to find out the most key element of all. And I've touched on this before, and I'm going to touch on it again tonight, and that's pain. People have pain. You know what pain is? I can't pay my bills. My car note is late. I can't pay my mortgage. I talked to a lady like that today. Guys, she lacked the confidence to do videos because she can't pay her mortgage. Okay? She's going to stay in that box, and she's going to stay in that exact situation unless she learns to turn it around and do the video and have the confidence to go after it regardless of her situation. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Look, you can be poor inside. You can be broke inside, but you can't be when you do that video. It comes across. Your vibration is all wrong. You have to go out and give people that vibration that, you know, hey, look, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you actually win. I'm here to help you make money. You don't necessarily need to make it about yourself, and if you're smart, you're never going to make it about yourself. You're going to make it about the people. You're going to make it about helping people. You're going to make it about their dreams, their problems, their pain, okay, not yours. The more that you can actually do to help someone, the more you will make. Let me say that one more time because I know a lot of you didn't get it, and I damn sure know y'all didn't write it down. The more you help someone achieve their dreams, the more money you make. Weird fact. You know, Zig Ziglar, you know what, a long time ago he wrote a book, see at the top. Ziggy wrote, in this book he wrote, move! Do something, even if it's wrong. And I'm going to tell you tonight, that's where a lot of you are lacking. You're not moving. You're sitting idle. And I'm trying to tell you guys, you can't sit idle anymore. If you want to make money and you want to change your life, it starts with you, okay? It starts with you getting up and taking some type of action. I don't care if you do it wrong. Do it. Failure is the path to success. If you fail enough times, you will figure out what works. Many of you are fucking scared to fail. Excuse my French, okay? I don't want you to be scared to fail. I'm challenging you tonight to go out and fail. Fail as many times as it takes, okay? If you can do that, you can win, okay? Here's something else I'm going to do for you. You guys already know my Skype ID. It's Ari.Maccabee. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is with you, okay? If you got an interested prospect, I'm going to do 3-way calls with you. Now, I probably just signed myself up for a week of no sleep. I know it, okay? It's going to happen. So I'm going to ask Paul in a minute to give his out too, because we're going to start helping you guys have conversations and finding the pain so you can see us doing it, and then you can see it what's right so you don't fail as much, okay? The other thing is I'm going to start doing more and more trainings on this for anything. I don't care what you're involved in with me. If you're in anything, I'm going to start doing non-company specific training. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want you guys to win and succeed. I don't care. Look, guys, I don't care what program it is. If you're in me with a high-ticket program, a low-ticket program, or you're just wanting to know who the hell I am and what the hell I'm about, come to these trainings. Come watch them. Because I promise you, I'm going to get in your head. I promise you, I'm going to challenge you so hard that you guys are going to have to take action to make something happen, man. You got to do what Ziggy said. You got to move, okay? You got to get off that ass. You got to stop saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination, man, is the gateway to death. It's the gateway to death. If you're going to procrastinate, just buy a coffin. Stop, okay? It ain't going to get you nowhere in life. It's not going to make you any money. Look, the difference between me and you is I get up and I go to work first. I don't get up and shower. I don't even get up and brush my damn teeth, guys. I get up and go to work first. I get up, I do my clicks. I get up and answer my Facebook messages. I get up. This morning I got up. I had an hour-long Facebook call, okay? I told Paul I'd be here at 1 o'clock. At 4:30 I rolled in. And here's why. I had an hour-long Facebook call or Skype call, and then I turned around, hung up, and I got a Facebook call unexpectedly. Somebody just called me. Guess what? I answered it. That's me, okay? And I started the conversation, and guess what happened? I made a big fat $1,000 commission. I'm trying to tell you, if you actually just take the time to talk to people, you will win. And if you get to a stumbling block, but you know you have a winner, you need to come to me and let me help you close the deal. Okay, and I will help you get that person in. I will help you educate them. I think the other thing that we're missing here, and I'm going to tell you this now, is we're missing a little bit of new member orientation. So one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set and work with Paul to create a new member onboarding process. And then I'm going to record the hell out of it, and I'm going to actually put that out every week for replays. And you guys can, just keep grabbing that link and giving it to your members and drive that home so people actually see everything that it takes. I was having a conversation with Paul the other day, and he'll tell you this. Paul said to me, man, I'm not so sure people are going to go for it. Well, $18,000 later, I was right, Paul? Because let me tell you something. If you think people can't or they won't, then guess what happens? They won't and they can't. But if you believe people will and they can, then they will. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're going to be right. And that's fact. Okay? Napoleon Hill, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, your mind can achieve. Same thing. Guys, people have said this over and over in different ways for decades, and we still haven't got it. We still keep falling. We still keep stumbling. We still keep procrastinating. Tonight is the night that it ends, okay? There is no more procrastinating. If you want to get out of the box and the financial woes that you're in, tonight you can take a stand and you take action. You move.
And Larry.
Yep.
Larry, the other thing as well, the thing we're forgetting to say to people is the thing that I was guilty of earlier, pride. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you need a little help, don't be afraid to ask for it. I learned that lesson about half an hour ago, didn't I, Harry? So sometimes we need to just need to reach out for each other and give each other a hand. If we need a little bit of a hand, we're a team. That's what we're here for. That's what we do.
That's right, guys. Look, if you guys are having a personal dilemma or a personal problem, and you don't reach out and say, hey, man, I'm having this problem, then how the hell do I know to help you? I've had people in the past, have issues or have problems and fall down and stumble, and then they get mad and say, well, Ari didn't do this for me. Well, hell, you didn't tell Ari you had the problem. That's the reality. And I'm trying to tell you guys, look, I will help you. I will. That's me. That's my personality. As Emma will tell you, I don't give a shit about the money. Okay? I don't care about it. You ask Paul. We go eat. Every time I try to grab the tab, he tries to argue with me over the tab. That's me. I don't care about the money. Okay? We go to buy something or get something for the office, I don't care. I try to pay for it. Why? Because that's me. I don't care about the money. I care about the end result. And a lot of you guys are focused right now on where you're at today. That's temporary. That's a temporary status. You don't have to be stuck, and you don't have to be poor or broke. You have to take action. And if you learn to take action and move your ass off that chair and get out of bed and go to work and actually work this marketing just like a job when your job says, these are all your tasks you got to do today, and guess what? I'm going to give you $29.95 for working them all. Fuck that. I'm tired of just talking to you guys in a manner where I'm always nice and I'm always sweet. So I'm going to start giving it to you because, as Rob, my buddy Rob says, give it to people raw, and guess what? They stop screwing around. He's right, So sometimes I'm going to have to hit you. Sometimes you may hear me say a few bad words. I apologize. I still love you, and God is still first in my life. But sometimes those little words help to come across right where you understand where I'm coming from. And I'm telling you now, look, I don't want you to be broke. I don't want you to have a life of poverty. I don't want you to have a life, of just getting by. I want you to have a life of fruitfulness. In the Bible, actually, I think there's a story, actually, where God gives 3 sons some money, okay? He gives them some money, actually, and one of them, he takes it out and he plants it in the dirt, okay? Of all places, he plants it in the dirt. And the other one goes out, he works, and makes some extra money, and then the other one goes out and he makes a whole lot of money, and then he comes back, and he says, actually not God, but it's the father, actually, one of the children's father comes back and he says, hey, so how did you guys do it? The first guy comes back and says, hey, you gave me this and I got all this money, because he succeeded. And then all of a sudden, the next son comes back and he says, well, I didn't do quite as good, but I got this, da-da-da-da. And then the other one comes back and he says, hey, well, Dad, you gave me this and I still got this. What do you mean you still got it? He didn't take no risk. This is what I'm trying to get at. There is no reward without risk, guys. Okay, look, listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm really, man, it's choking me up because you guys don't get it yet. You don't get it. There is no reward without the risk. You have to take it. Okay, you are responsible for you. It pains me inside because I love each and every one of you. If you're on my team and you know anything about me or my past, I'm telling you, you guys matter to me. You guys have to take action. You really have to dig in to move. I need to take a break, guys. So Emma, come out and talk for a second.
Hiya. Okay, I'm going to let Harry go and have a bit of a break. But what he's saying is absolutely right, and I'd just really like to just kind of reiterate exactly what he's saying. We all need to pull together. We're a team. The guys are there for us. I'm there for you. Paul's there for you. The other guys, we all help each other. I know that Becky, she's quite happy to talk to people and help people. If you're having a problem and you're stuck, if you don't know where to go or what to do next, all you need to do is pick up the phone or find us on Facebook, talk to us in the groups, and we're there. We're all there to help, and we're all there to help each other along. We've all got into this online thing together. All of us started at the beginning somewhere, and no matter where you are in your journey, how far along you are and what situation you're in, it may be a situation with money and saying, well, how do I do it? I just can't afford the traffic. I know you all buy Traffic Man, but how do I do it? We can find a solution. It may be that we can't, you can't afford to buy the traffic, but we can give you some training in how to create free leads. It may be that you can't get into a particular you can't get your head around a particular aspect of a program, or there's something that you just can't nail down with your guys, whether that's sending out emails or whether that's the technical aspects of the funnels, or no matter what it is, guys, that's what we're there for. We're a team. We pull together. We've always pulled together, and I've always been so proud of the fact that no matter what happens within our group, we all stick together and we all look after each other. And really, for me, that's the most important thing today. We've had a few weeks out. We need to get the team mentality back. We need to get the drive back, the focus back, and the passion back, and we just need to go out there and we need to smash it together. So that's really all I can say, Harry. I think we've probably driven it home to them, but I think that that's what we kind of need to do. It's time to get to work, and it's time to do it, and it's time to support the guys that are maybe having a tough time, and it's just time to drive it forward now.
Yeah, guys, look, sorry to get a little emotional at times, but you really do matter to me. It's not a money thing. It's never going to be a money thing. I want to see you succeed. I know look, I'm in a lot of programs, and let's face it, I realize every person can't be in every program I'm in. That's okay. You got to choose what's right for you. You got to choose what's best for you, okay? Now, the reality of it is some of you guys, you can only click ads. You're not that good on the computer. That's great. Future Ad Pro is where I'm always going to tell you to go. This is home, because this is a wonderful program. It's very stable. My belief in this program has never been higher. What they're doing in the back office and all the stuff that they're adding to it, man, wow. We're in a marvelous time, because the sky's the limit with this. I could see this paying us for 5 or 6 years, and I honestly couldn't say that about anything else similar to this. But this I can, and I'm happy and I'm content with that, and I'm going to stay with it. I'm not going to go anywhere. Okay, listen to what I just said. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm here for life. I've got tree roots in this bad boy right here. So if you want to ride with me, come ride with me. Okay? If you want to ride with somebody on my team, go ride with somebody on my team, because guess what? You still got access to me. You still got access to Paul. You still got access to Emma. You'll have access to Big when he comes back. Mark's still with us. Rob's still with us. Phasier's still with us. These guys are still here. Okay, they haven't gone away. Just because you don't see them on a video all the time, it's just because of scheduling conflict, because we're trying to encompass, all across the globe at a convenient time for everybody, and it doesn't always work, You'll also see us probably rotating sometimes, or maybe doing some stuff on alternate days at a different time for training. You might even see me doing flash training. You know what that is? That's where I'm just in the mood and I say, hey, I'm going to do a training. Boom, come on to the Hangout. And you know what? I might do a Hangout where I only limit to 15 people. And that training won't be recorded. It's a live call where you can sit and talk to me. I'm going to do crazy shit like that, because I want to see you guys get past where you're at. I want to see you guys take the next step. Look, I've showed you this. If you don't believe this by now, you're the dumbest person alive. I can make money in anything, period. I mean anything. I don't care what it is. You want to sell ice to Eskimos? I'm your guy. Okay? I can sell it. And the reality of it is, it's not about selling. It's about providing a solution. And that's what you guys have to understand. Certain programs are going to be your ideal solution, and others are going to be someone else's ideal solution. When I get into different things, please do me a favor. Don't just jump. If you think you want in something that I'm in, come talk to me first. Don't just go to my link and sign up if you see it on my Facebook wall. Come talk to me. Because the reality of it is, I'd like to sit down with you and I want to get a heart-to-heart with you to know if it's right for you. And I'll tell you if it's right for you. I will. I have no shame in my game, man, in telling you don't do this. Because, you know, look, I had people ask me a couple programs, should I put money in that? Nope, don't do it. Because I know they're not going to succeed at it, okay? If you are one of those people that are, you know, super weak recruiter, okay, if you're a super weak recruiter, you're going to have to rely on something that's going to convert to traffic, which this is doing. We've showed it to you, okay? You're going to have to rely on something where once the people are signed up, where you have the actual capacity to get in and talk and have a conversation and the touches that I talk about all the time, because that's what's going to make you win at this, guys. And you got to be willing to help, which means you got to be able to dedicate a little bit of time to this, okay? You got to treat it like a job, not like a hobby, okay? I love you guys, but listen, get off your ass, take some action, get in touch with people. Don't tell me I can't reach them. Look, 50% of the people that sign up, you're probably never going to be able to reach. The other 50% you can have a conversation with, get to know, and build a relationship with. Those people, as you grow their income in one thing, they will go with you in other things. That's a fact of life. Now, keep in mind, this whole platform was designed for one thing, to advertise other things on it. So if you tell me I can only do this, well, what the hell are you going to advertise then? That's my next question. What are you going to advertise? If you're working on a rev share or a traffic exchange, you got to have stuff to advertise. Okay, so you got to be smart at what you're going to do. And you know, there are certain things that, you know, they have rules that you can't advertise them on a rev share. Like I'm in a program right now that will absolutely kick you out if you advertise it on rev share. They don't tolerate it, and the reason they don't tolerate it is because they use tracking pixels. And those tracking pixels, when they get hit with a bunch of traffic, they make the whole website collapse and crash, and nobody can log in, nobody can reach the website. You can't do that. Advanced marketers use tracking pixels. If it's a company designed for advanced marketers, badass marketers that make crazy money, you can't do it on a rev share because it'll crash the tracking pixels. You got to remember these little things, and these are little tricks, guys, that you'll pick up over time. You know, and you'll get to know these things. You know, I want to see you guys succeed. I know Emma wants to see you succeed. I know Paul wants to see you succeed. I know Dom sitting over here wants to see you succeed. Guys, look, we love you. This is the fact. This is not, you know, again, I'm going to say it one more time. It's not about the money with us. It's about seeing you achieve something and seeing you get something. You know, you guys need to have a dream board. Some of you have never done that. You know, what a dream board is, you know, again, I'll take you back. Zig Ziglar had a dream board. Okay, Zig Ziglar actually had this dream board in his office, and I know this story because I heard it firsthand out of his mouth, sitting not 6 feet from me. Okay, listen to what I said, not 6 feet. The man had a board in his office. It had a college, a house actually in Michigan. It had a college actually in Michigan that he wanted to send his kids to, and then it had like this fancy car and all this stuff on it. He was talking about it, and then as he achieved it, he went back and wrote his years, how old he was on the items. The house, he bought it. The college, his kids all went to it. The cars, he bought them all. I mean, you guys know who he is. He's super successful. He didn't get there by not visualizing. Okay? Some of you guys are having a hard time because of your belief system. You have to personally have the confidence to believe in yourself. If you can't believe in you, how's anybody else? How does anybody else believe in you? It starts with you, you know? Where people are going to get that confidence from is the training. You're going to get that confidence from the personal development. If you're not taking personal development stuff and going through training, you know, listen to Ray Higdon and Eric Worre and all these big players, man, come talk to me. I got something I'll plug you into. You can get into the personal development field, because that right there will help give you the confidence to speak to people so you don't feel like you're stuck in a rut, man, or sitting in the back of the bus. Okay? Please stop living life in second place. That's my goal for tonight. That's what I'm going to give you, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I love you all. I hope you guys have a good night. Leaders League Prime.